Why is it moving? I'm scared. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on a pretty popular topic that I've been really dying to talk about, and that is Boys Planet. So it took me a long time, and hopefully I get this video out, but anyway, I've been going through and watching the 1-minute little introductions and the performances and the other little content we have for Boys Planet, and I'm very excited to show you guys today my top 10 picks for Boys Planet. These are just my picks on the initial videos that we got so far, and it might change once I watch the show. But without further ado, I'm just gonna get right into it.
동태? 저 차은기한테 이제 동태란?
Okay, so in no particular order, I'm gonna start with Haru. So I really enjoyed his 1-minute little introduction thingy. He has such good piano skills. Like, I was looking at that and I was like, bro, what a talent. I also really love his dance skills, and it really showed after I watched his fan cam for the performance of the theme song. I think he has like some of the best dance skills on the show so far. Like, I think he should be in the final group because of his amazing dance skills, and he just has such good potential even for singing and visuals and other things. Honestly, I really hope he would be able to debut because I really enjoyed watching his stage. His movements were so fluid, and I love how he added his own little spark to the dance and not make it seem like the same dance that, 90 other people were doing. As well as his facial expressions, he really knew how to use them well and when to use them as well. So I'm really rooting for him and hoping he gets into the final group. Okay, so for Krystian, this is probably an obvious one because a lot of people have been supporting him, but I think he is one of my top picks as well. From his introduction, I really enjoyed his singing and I love his personality as well. His voice actually kind of reminded me of Felix. I love his dark tone, but I wish I could have seen more of his actual dance skills, but I did realize that he was a trainee, so I did get to look at some of his dance skills, and I think he definitely has potential, and I'm hoping this show will give him another chance to debut because he really deserves it. He's a very talented and he's also a very good looking guy, so I really hope he does get into the debut group.
Oi, hola, konnichiwa, namaste, bonjour. Which language do you prefer?
Okay, so next I have Huey. Obviously, I know that there's been a lot of controversies with him being on the show, but in my opinion, I think if he wants to do this and if it's his decision, we should support him. So that's why will be supporting him for the final group. I feel like a lot of people just put their own negatives and what their own opinion is into artist decisions, and it's just making me kind of mad because I am looking and seeing like, if this person wants to do this, then we don't have any say in it. We're not this guy's friend. We're not these idols, friends. We don't know in their personal life, so we shouldn't really put our own opinions into these things where it make it seem like somebody did something bad to him because he made this decision. So yeah, that's what my just take on this, and I really do love his vocals, and he is very talented. I also love the music that he has produced. Energetic is literally been one of my favorite songs, and when I found out that he produced it, I was like, okay, then that makes sense. I am not the biggest fan of Pentagon, like I like a couple of their songs, but I will be supporting Huey through this and with any part of his life, and I hope he makes it into the final group as well. He will be amazing as the main vocalist in the group, and I think he will also help bring popularity and attention to this new group.
막 끌려도 날 당겨줘, baby. I'm feeling so energetic.
So my next pick is Gunwook. After watching his 1 minute introduction, I just really enjoyed his personality and his humor, and as well as his talents. I think he's a very talented guy, and just seeing that 1 minute introduction made me want to see what more he was capable of in the show. So I'm very excited to see, and I'm definitely going to be keeping up with what he does. Also, for his initial performance of the theme song, I really enjoyed watching him. He captured my eye, and he also has really good dance skills so far, and I enjoyed watching him perform. So I'm definitely going to be looking out for him, and I'm definitely going to enjoy seeing what he has to bring to the table in Boys Planet.
터칠해 좀 더 짙게 이 밤 깊이 번쩍하고 있어.
Okay, so this was one of my top picks, but wumuti, oh my gosh, when I first watched his audition, I was dying. His vocals are so darn good. Like, I literally love his vocals. I also love the way he picked an interesting and fun way to display his vocals as well, while showing his charm and charisma, because, you know, it got me. It really got me. So after watching that, I was like, okay, I gotta watch his actual like performance. Like, watching him dance, honestly guys, it knows so cheesy, but it really makes me smile. Like, kind of how I feel when I watch like Han or Sunwoo from a hyphen, where they perform. It's just, oh my gosh, he has that charisma and charm that just feels genuine and natural, and when he dances, his movements are all just so powerful that it doesn't seem like he's losing energy during the performances. He keeps up the same high energy vibe going through the whole performance. Anyway, I love him so much, and I really hope he ends up being in the final group, because he truly has talent. Anyway, but I rooted for him so much, and I hope he gets in the group.
멀어져만 가는 그대 You're the only one.
Okay, so next, Yutaka. The one thing that really made me like him and totally want to support him was his singing tone. His singing tone I felt was just super unique, and I don't really hear male vocalists with his tone. So that's why I was like, okay, we have to get this guy a chance. And I just thought it was so funny also the part where he did the Swiss. I was like, whoa, wow, that part really surprised me as well. But now to his actual performance. Next, for his actual performance, I thought his dance moves were super fluid, and I like the dark facial expressions that he used and implemented in his performance, but the key point that he used them at the right time. There's a lot of vocalists that I hear and see on stage perform, and I'm just like, they're using their expressions all over the place. There's too much at the wrong times. But the thing about Yutaka is, before he even debuted, he already seems like he has a pretty good grasp on when to use them and how to use them. So yeah, he's also just a great dancer in general. So all of this to say is that I'm really excited to see what he's going to bring to the table in Boys Planet.
남았습니다. 외모입니다. 꼭 데뷔하고 싶습니다.
Okay, so taerae. I love that he is a singer and a songwriter, and I think it's important for all groups to have one, just for the creative ideas and songwriting. His vocals are also really good as well, and I love his visuals too. So on to his performance. Even though it seems like his dancing might not be his strongest suit, he really did do a good job with his fluidity and facial expressions. Nothing felt too forced or artificial. All this to say, I think he has great talent, and I'm looking forward to see how he does in Boys Planet, and I'm definitely rooting for him.
이제 제가 책임집니다.
Okay, so for woonggi, I actually had to go back a little bit and rewatch some of his performances, because a lot of people were telling me that he was actually a part of the group with one, and I noticed that, but then I was like, okay, let me go back and check him out a little more, his old things, and I am really in love with his personality. He's very funny, and he's also very talented. And because his group, because he left the group and had other issues in the past with going to different companies and different groups, I think he deserves to have a second chance and be a part of the Boys Planet's group. So that's why I chose him, and I am definitely rooting for him while he is on the show.
우선 준비물은 동태.
The next choice I have is Zhang. I really enjoyed his vocals, and I love his idea for his 1 minute introduction. I thought it was very nice that he incorporated the violin. Like, that was so unique, and I was really enjoy watching him play the violin and play it to Shutdown. It was very enjoyable, and so because of that, I knew that I really would like to support him. So now going on to his fan cam for the theme song. I also really loved his fan cam, and I didn't actually realize that he was the center, but it was deserved. He will do really good as one of the lead or main dancers in the group, and I really hope he does debut. Okay, last but not least, Minsoon. So when I saw his 1 minute introduction, I just was like, the talent, this is like the definition of an all-rounder. He can sing, he can dance, and his rap performance was really good as well. Honestly, like, he already has so much talent in just a 1 minute performance. Just think about how much he can do during the whole show. And I definitely really enjoyed watching his performance on the theme song as well, because of course, so he had very fluid and natural movement. He didn't seem too stiff in anything. He was also really powerful at the right time and gave really good expressions. But yeah, other than that, I'm really looking forward to seeing what else he has to bring to the table in the rest of his performances throughout Boys Planet.
안녕하세요. 레드스타트 연습생 김민성입니다.
Anyway guys, that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed me talking about my picks and favorites from Boys Planet's contestants, and please leave in a comment below your picks. I would love to hear and respond to them. Anyway, I'll be back in the beginning of February with a video going over my monthly favorites and comebacks from this month. So I hope to see you guys then. Bye!